Hi, I'm Angela with Angela's Cooking Up Trouble on Facebook pages. Tonight we decided to throw together something that was storming outside, couldn't grill, so we're throwing together some fried chicken sandwiches. Basically, I've got chicken breast. They're in this bag. There are just chicken breasts, plain, no bones, skinless, and they've been cut really thin, and I got them on sale. So I thought they're perfect to do sandwiches with. So if you get regular chicken breast, you're going to either have to trim them a little bit, or, if you don't trim them, you're going to have to use a meat knife and beat them a little thinner. So it's easier when you get them cut thin like this. So, and also, what I've done here is what you see them in this plastic bag, I have marinated them in pickle juice. So I normally, will do that and leave them overnight or whatever to the next day, or when I'm ready to cook them, within a couple of days. And if we have an extra jar of pickle juice, I'll leave it in the refrigerator till I'm ready to use it, when all the pickles are gone out of it. So I've done that, and they're marinated, and I've got my flour, which is seasoned with salt and pepper, and my eggs, and I use about 3 eggs to a pound of the chicken, and then breadcrumbs. I don't like to use a whole lot of flour simply because it can make your grease over here bubble up. And you see those white bubbles? If you use too much, boy, it can overflow. And I'm just using a little fry pappy. We'll bread them first, and I've got a couple in there right now cooking. I've got 2 that have already come out, and they look great. And you get all your condiments ready. You can put anything you want on it. I've got green peppers and onions, tomatoes, lettuce, hot sauce, more pickles, ketchup and mustard, and ranch is really good on it, and mayo for whatever anybody needs, and we just eat them on buns. But it only takes, I cook these on 375, and I do flip them, and it only takes about 4 to 5 minutes for them to cook. So we have to keep an eye on those. So basically, I just take the thin chicken, which is hard to get out. And I already washed them before I put them all in here. And I'll put it in the flour first. Sorry, I have to hold the camera at the same time. Put it in the flour and flour them. Kind of shake off that extra flour. Put in the egg. And remember, I did season the flour first with salt and pepper. And you can season the meat too, but this is just kind of a quick and easy deal, and it's already seasoned. You can always add seasoning to it. And I'm using Italian breadcrumbs, so that's seasoned too. And I'll leave that one right there till the others are fried. I only put 2 inside the fryer at a time. Oh, I gotta be careful. I'm getting flour everywhere. That's a larger piece. But I'll go ahead and cook it. We might end up cutting that one in half and only eating half of that on the sandwich and having the rest for later. Into my egg. And then I'll put this one over to the side a little bit so I can get this one in there. Make sure get some of that egg off of it. And I'll put that in the breadcrumbs. I like the breadcrumbs because it gives it a better coating. But the pickle juice gives it really good flavor when you cook it. And we got that. And of course you got clumpy fingers. You can always spray your fingers if you want with cooking spray, and that, always helps. So our dishes piled up. We don't have a dishwasher here. And it saves me just fine. The kitchen's too small for it. And you can wash dishes. So we've got that going. And these are almost done. My puppy's escaped the kitchen. He was in here begging. He thinks he's going to get some of this because of his cute face, but he's not. We don't feed the puppies animals real food. We do give them real food, but not people food. Unless it gets dropped and they get it quite quicker. And then we can pick it up. I guess they know the 1 second rule. We know the 2 seconds. So, but anyway, all you do is you can put it on buns. You can put anything you want on. You can even do cheese if you want to. But I just cut up and basically put an assembly line of whatever somebody might want on them, and throw some chips with it, and you've got a sandwich. These are almost ready to bring out, but like I said, it's on 375. That's what you'll heat your grease to. Make sure it's good and hot before you put it your chicken in there, because you don't want it all soggy and yucky. And be careful with that flour, not to overflour it and get too much in the grease, because it will overflow. The white bubbles will come up. If you see those white bubbles, you can expect they will overflow if you keep loading it. Already happened there, been there, done that, so you learn. These look good to go. And I should be holding the plate over this, but I'm sorry. I only have one hand right now. And we've got those out. And we shall put these in. That one's a pretty big one. Get that one spread out a little bit. There we go. See those white bubbles? So be careful with those white bubbles. I don't have too much to fry, so but they will build up and they will overflow, but I don't think it's not building up too fast, so I think I'm safe right now. But anyway, it's you marinate the chicken in pickle juice. If you have an extra jar, leave it in the refrigerator. And when you get these thin cuts of chicken breast or whatever, they're great to throw in there for 8 hours overnight, whatever you're going to cook them the next day. Season your all-purpose flour with salt and pepper. 3 eggs or 2 to 3 eggs, depending on the size of the eggs. You can use 2 eggs, probably be your best bet. 2 eggs to each pound of chicken, and just throw some breadcrumbs in there. As you can see, it's always kind of hard to judge because you don't know how much is going to stick in the kitchen. I keep it kind of beside it just in case I have to add more. 375 on the oil. You can use canola or vegetable, either one. Just make sure that oil's hot, and cook them maybe about 5 minutes, and do flip them in the process, and then have all your condiments ready. And I will mention ranch is really good on it, but you might not even need anything on it because they're really so good. You could throw some pickles on there and it'd be probably close to Chick-fil-A. It's really good. But anyway, this is how they can turn out. They're really good, and I hope you'll give this recipe a try. Pretty simple. Just remember, if you get the thicker chicken breast, you need a meat mallet, and make sure you beat them a little thinner, and because they just take a lot longer to cook, and they'll kind of be tough and so chickeny, they're hard to eat on a sandwich. But the thinner they are, the better. So that's Angela's Cooking Up Trouble Chicken Sandwiches. Y'all have a great one. I hope you'll check out our page on Facebook pages, Angela's Cooking Up Trouble. We have a whole bunch of recipes left and right, always scheduled to pop up a recipe on sweets, anything you can think of. Different variety, even some drinks. So y'all have a good one, and hope you check out Angela's Cooking Up Trouble. Thanks. Talk to y'all later.